Hello, dear listeners, viewers, and kind supporters of the Flowing with Angels channel. Thank you so much for joining me for this special reading for the LIONSGATE portal, which reaches its most intense energy on August the 8th. The LIONSGATE is an astrological event where Sirius aligns with our Sun and planet Earth, activating a powerful channel for the energies of transformation and manifestation. So today we are going to take a look what that will mean for you by asking the angels for guidance and insights through the oracle and tarot cards. If you enjoy these readings and my angelic messages, please press the like button and subscribe to the channel for more upcoming videos. Thank you so much. So let's start with the first card called Hope. Out of darkness comes light. We see barren trees in what feels to be a cold winter's night on top of the card, while the scene at the bottom gives off clear spring vibes with the green colored dress of the woman, which resembles the color of newly formed leaves in spring, and also the symbolism of the hair and the little yellow flowers that rain down like blossom give off these spring vibes. The little skylarks are returning in spring for the warmer weather, and they are symbols of hope and joy. With the help of the goddess, the woman is focused on and reaching for the little flowers, not paying attention to the darkness and coldness anymore, it seems. So the LIONSGATE is bringing in an energy of renewal and new beginnings for you. What lay asleep is now awakening, and what was overlooked is now being noticed by you, which feels like a shift in your perspective as well. And what was once a seed, just a seed of intention, now starts to grow fertile roots with the symbolism of the hair. And the hair is also known as a messenger between the spiritual realms and the earth plane, connected to the night and the moon, which we see also depicted on the card. So this tells me that the darkness or the dark period that you went through, or maybe it was just a period of stagnation and gestation, has brought you important messages, insights and lessons that you had to gain and learn in order to move forward and make progress successfully. The cycles of life are like ebb and flow, and all cycles, whether they are active or more passive, bring valuable energy to your life. And it seems that you are now on the brink of entering a more light, productive and abundant phase in your life. The rune that is paired with this card is called the Manas rune, the rune of the self. It represents mankind, your experience as a spiritual being in a human body. This rune points to self-reflection, the things that you have learned about yourself in this past cycle. What is important to you? What do you need for your well-being? And what are your authentic values and priorities is what you have been reflecting on. This is an important foundation to build and create, a foundation of self-acceptance and self-love, knowing that you are unique and worthy. So you are prepared and ready when you emerge again like we see on the card. The Manas rune also talks about the interconnectedness of all beings and your place in the world and within the family of all living beings. So from this foundation that you can only build by going within and connecting to the true spirit that you are, as well as to the spirits of the universe, you venture out with a clear vision of how you can contribute to life and to the world around you with your own unique gifts and energy vibration, without feeling pressured or pushed out of balance by other people's opinions and experiences. The Sun in Leo, which is aligned with the LIONSGATE, is all about knowing who you are and courageously showing yourself to the world with authenticity and confidence. So I feel that this is what has been happening for you up to this point. And now you are stepping into this new cycle that is shown by the second card called Ignite, Release Your Potential. The flame within you that took some time to light up and burned brightly is now ready to be shown to the world in its full glory. It represents your creativity, your charisma, your expression of inner power and light. To me, the soft blue and turquoise colors on this card feel like qualities of clarity, calmness, and this pure softness of your heart that you have gained in this slower past period of reflection and healing, and they are now part of your foundation. You are wearing a metaphorical, beautiful cloak of understanding and compassion, of the solid foundation that you have been building on. We can see that even though it is snowing on the card, the fire, the little flame, is not being extinguished. It keeps burning brightly and steadily. The rune that is paired with this card is called the Dagas rune, which represents a new day or a new dawn. It is the turning point that we have been talking about, where new opportunities arise, born out of a new understanding of the self, an enlightened awakening that heralds a new positive cycle from darkness to light for you. So this beautiful card of transformation and a new beginning was preceded by the card of your inner work, reflection and growth, learning about yourself with the Manas rune. But now we also see a follow-up with the third card of spiritual support and companionship. So where we talked about your place in the world with the first card, we are now looking at your connection with the spiritual realms with the third card. And that is also what the LIONSGATE portal encompasses. A thinner veil between the 3D world and the higher realms. Downloads of love, inspiration and support are on the horizon. An energy flow that is empowering and uplifting, which is just beautiful. So the third card is called companionship. You are not alone. And we can see that spring has undoubtedly arrived. Where in the first card you were only reaching for the first little blossom, we can now see that nature has exploded in a beautiful green and pink display of colors and spring blossoms. Like the fox that we see depicted on the card, you have navigated the tricky waters and challenges of the night with adaptability and resourcefulness, and now you can rest and relax, like the little fox is curled up on the card. Because better times are definitely on the horizon for you. You have made it through, you have found stability, and you have built a strong and solid foundation for yourself, which makes you feel grounded and secure. We can also see this represented by the red dress that the woman is wearing, the color of stability and grounding. The little badger in the background also symbolizes this grounding energy with its ability to dig deep into the earth. Its black and white colors make me think of a balance between opposites. Even when it was dark, you kept reaching and searching for the light, and you did not give up. Badgers are known for their strength, their determination and tenacity. The rune that we see with this card is the Elhas rune, which resembles the tree of life, connecting the earth with the higher realms. It is a symbol of protection and inner strength, a tall, strong tree with deep roots anchored in the earth and branches reaching towards the sky, as if to open its arms to receive spiritual support, guidance and gifts. So this also encourages you to open up to the spiritual worlds and accept the supportive and protective energy of your powerful guardian angel, and know that you are never alone. The Elhas rune also looks like a person who spreads his arms into the air, like he is celebrating something. I feel that you are victorious and that you are now unafraid to show the world who you are, and that you are no longer ruled by fear or feelings of unworthiness and undeservingness. The LIONSGATE portal will provide you with the energy and inspiration to take that first step, to emerge from your cave and reach for the new blossoms. You can no longer maintain the status quo. The world needs your gifts, and in turn, you need to receive the gifts of the world as well. You are a force to be reckoned with, a force of love and light, a beacon of love and light, and you cannot remain invisible any longer. And your beautiful heart will become a magnet for true love, companionship, and gifts of abundance and progress. For the second part of this reading, we will look at some tarot and Lenormand cards to see what story they have to add to what we have already seen in the previous cards. The first card of the letter feels like communication from Source to me, in the form of energy downloads through the LIONSGATE portal. Epiphanies will come to you like the blossom raining down on you, and you will be reaching for them. You will be ready to embrace them, and with the King of Swords, these downloads will empower you. You will see the truth about yourself and your uniqueness and your worthiness, which enables you to see clearly and take decisive action. The King of Swords is also about fairness, about balance. Your time spent in the metaphorical darkness is now evened out with a new cycle of light, and you claim yourself worthy of this. As the embodiment of the King of Swords, you are able to cut out what does not serve you and to protect your inner values and priorities. When we look at the cards, we see both a white dove and some blackbirds. Again, the contrast of darkness and light that is brought back into balance. The dark birds and the metaphorical songs that they sing, representing your own limiting thoughts and beliefs and the opinions of others, now no longer bother you or get you off track. The white dove brings you truth and clarity and a message of your beauty, your light and your worthiness. The King of Swords card also reminds me of the light blue colors that we saw earlier on the previous oracle card. That calmness and that understanding that comes from that period of reflection that now enables you to make solid plans and consider different strategies with this intelligent and sharp-minded King of Swords. And when we look at the next card, we see a tower, which is a symbol of stability, of success, of completion. And you cannot build such a solid structure like this tower without solid plans and ideas and strategies based on a grounded and secure stability. The moon card represents all that you had to see, all that you had to work through and leave behind, the confusion, the fears. And if you want that tower to last, the foundation has to be rock solid. And that is why we see the scythe and the Ace of Swords, symbolizing all that you had to remove in order for that new clarity and inspiration to take root and grow. But besides being a tool of removing weeds, the scythe is also a tool of harvest. So this new clarity, with the Ace of Swords here, will lead to a successful outcome. There is also one final message that I see in these cards. The King of Swords, in its shadow aspect, can be rigid in his expectations and in his way in general. But the Moon card is a card that speaks of ebb and flow, of subtle changes and undercurrents that you might not see right away. So I feel that it is important for you to stay flexible and adaptable, like the fox that we saw earlier on one of the oracle cards. It is important to keep your focus on the truth of every situation and not to be tempted to fall into the trap of limiting beliefs and behaviors such as self-sacrifice or getting stuck in certain roles and behavioral patterns. The truth will set you free. It will open the cages of mental rigidness and allows you to flow and dance with the universe. So stay pure, hopeful, open like the white dove, and trust that all will unfold for you at the right time and in the right way. After all, you are building something big here with the tower, and that is not something that you can rush or cut corners on. The Lionsgate will bring in a surge of new energy, and I hope that by listening to this reading and the guidance that comes through from the angels, that you will feel prepared and ready to soar at the beginning of this new cycle. So now that we've come to the end of this reading, I would like to thank you for being here with me, and I hope, of course, to see you in the next reading. Please visit my website flowingwithangels.com if you would like more information on personal readings or healings if you are interested. I'm sending you lots of love and light and many blessings as always. Until next time, namaste.